Hello, my name is Lilian Okibe. Welcome to lesson 1 of the Lilian Okibe Locs course. In this lesson, I'll be giving you guys a brief introduction of the Lilian Okibe Locs. We'll be discussing how the style was invented, how it has evolved over the years, what the Lilian Okibe Locs is today, and who can wear the style. So let's jump right into it. So the first thing we are going to be talking about is how the style was invented. I have been on the internet sharing my hair journey and giving advice on natural hair care for over 6 years now. And before I started my lock journey, I would always style my hair, play in my hair, just come up with different styles that I would share on my platform. So on this particular day, I was in my room, playing in my hair as I normally do, and I just came up with this style. It's one of those styles that you just stumble on, right? Let's say I was playing in my hair and I just did it without paying much attention into what I was doing. I came out of my room, my mom saw my hair and she was like, "What did you do to your hair?" And I'm like, "Nothing, I just styled it." And she said my hair really looked like locks. That was when I went back into my room and I looked in the mirror and I was like, "Hey, that's true, my hair actually looks like locks." But I did not put any mind to it. I just went about my life. I did not have any intention of sharing the style on my social media platforms, because to me, I felt like it was one of those styles that I did without actually planning to share. About 2 weeks later, my sister was looking for a style to wear to work, and she told me that she wanted to do something different from anything that she had ever done. She wanted to look different, basically. And I told her, "Hey, I have a style that I did a while back that mom said look like locks. Would you like me to do it on you?" And she was like, "Yes." So I went ahead and did the style on her, and she wore it to work. She came back from work that day and she told me like, "Hey, so many people thought I had locks. Like, people were asking me like, how did you lock your hair? Like, who did your hair?" and everything like that. And I was like, "Really?" She was like, "Yeah." And that was when I started to think that, oh, like, this is actually a very, very nice style that should be that I should share. Like, everyone needs to know this, because before then I had always loved locks, and I always had it in my mind that I'll probably get locks in the future, but I was not ready for the commitment, because in my mind I felt there's no way I would just want to have one style for the rest of my life. So when she came with that testimonial that everyone she saw thought she had locks, I was like, oh, like, this is actually, I think I'm onto something, So I went back, after like a few days, I perfected the styles, did some finishing touches to it, and that was when I made my first YouTube video on how to make your natural hair look like locks. That video did really well. After that video, I continued to wear the Lilian Okibe Locs. Back then, I would wear it as a protective style. So the concept of the style is that your hair looks like locks on day one, like instantly. So I would always wear the style on and off. I'll wear it for like a week or 2 weeks and unravel it. I shared it on my social media platforms and people loved it, and the style people continue to share it, and many people continue to try it. They watch my tutorial, they learned how to do it on my YouTube channel, and they continue to try it. Some people got it, some people did not really get it, and the style just became more and more popular as the months went by. Sometime in August, that same 2019, I convinced my mom to start her lock journey with the style, because I was thinking in my mind that if this style can look like locks like on day one, if this style can look like locks instantly, like, how I think you should be able to start your lock journey with this method. But at the time, I was not ready to take the risk, because I still had a social media presence that was built around my loose natural hair. So starting my lock journey, I felt it was a big risk, especially starting with a method that I had no idea would even work. So I convinced my mom, and God bless my mom. Mothers are very nice, mothers are very sweet. Even though she had never seen anybody start locks with that method and she had no idea what her hair would look like, she agreed. So I started her locks with the Lilian Okibe temporary locks. Back then, I called it the Lilian Okibe temporary locks, because back then it was just a style that made your hair look like locks temporarily. Then you can immediately, and then you can eventually take it down whenever you want to, like within 4 weeks of wearing the style. So I did the Lilian Okibe temporary locks on her hair with the intention of leaving it in her hair for it to lock permanently. So I left the style in month 1, went on 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, and her hair looked like locks from the very first day, and it just continued to look more and more like locks and continue to mature you know, more and more like locks as the months went by. After about 1 year into her lock journey, that was when I knew that, hey, yeah, this is like a perfect way of starting locks. And I saw her locks flourish, and I was like, wow, I have to. My mom, even though she agreed to start the locks, you know, she was not really interested in being on camera. So I knew that I had to share this with the world, but I knew that I could not use my mom, because I didn't want to put her out there without, I did not want to make her that uncomfortable, you know. So I knew that I had to, if I was going to share this style with the world, I had to do it on me, you know, for people to see it. And that was when about almost 2 years, I believe, sometime in 2020, I thought about it. Then I eventually decided to start my own lock journey with the Lilian Okibe Locs in 2021, in February 2021. So far, this is what my locks look like with the Lilian Okibe Locs method. So that's how the style has evolved. Today, the Lilian Okibe Locs is a style that you can use to, you can wear temporarily as a protective style to have your hair look like locks instantly without the commitment of actually starting locks, you know. And it is also a style that you can use to start your permanent lock journey. I know that, and those of you that have tried, you guys have seen that this is actually a great invention. This is a beautiful thing. I feel like this is a gift to us, and this is something that needs to, you know, be shared with as many as are interested. Who can wear this style? This style can be worn by basically anybody that has a coil pattern. You know, now depending on your coil pattern and depending on the properties of your hair, the style may look different, but I feel like it looks the most like locks when worn by people who have kinky coily 4B 4C 4A 4B 4C, like type 4 hair. People who have kinky coily type 4 hair get to pull this off the most, because with that kind of hair type, your hair is going to look like locks instantly. However, even people with 3C, even people with looser curls can also start their lock journeys with this style, and this will eventually produce thick and healthy looking locks, even though their hair may not necessarily look like locks on the very first day.